And here we are, out on the downs again, deck Cluskey, Serious Writers Guild, makehits.com, 4 minutes on the net with deck. What have I got for you this week? Well, I always advise everybody that I meet in the music industry, or all my Serious Writers Guild members, that the first thing you need when you come into the music industry, you do need your own music company. That's a given. It makes sure that when your stuff is published, your music is published, that you get 100% of the proceeds, not 50% that a music company that you sign with will give you. So it's not really rocket scientist stuff. You have to have your own publishing company. But, and there's a big but, and the big but is this: just buying the manual, which I have on our shelves, how to start your own publishing company for less than £100. And it's the biggest selling, probably the biggest selling publishing manual in the world, because it does what it says on the tin. You can start up your own business. You can have direct access to me with all the questions for £100, less than £100 actually. But the big but is that you still have to learn the stuff. In other words, you can't just run a publishing company, take all that money for yourself and not put any work into it. Logical to me. There's not much work because all the information is in the manual, and as I say, probably gone a bit dark now, has it? As I say, I'm on the end of the phone, my team are on the end of the phone to help you all the way. Just give you for instance, the biggest question I get asked is about percentages that you have to give away, what you have to give away. And this was an email I got this morning from Keith. Now Keith's bought the manual, he's read it, studied it, I hope he studied it, but he still comes back with what I call almost silly questions. Not silly to him, very important. And this was one question. She says, I've started a partnership, and by that I do feel that he means he started a music publishing business partnership. In other words, you don't need a limited company, a PLC or whatever, to run a publishing company. It can be a simple sole trading affair, which is just you, or you can have a partnership with your wife, your father, your mother, a guy that you know for ages, you've been writing with, whatever. So his question was this: he's got the partnership. Does that mean that everything he writes and his partner writes automatically goes into the publishing company? And it's an interesting question, but you know, if you use your loaf, use your head, use your nut, it's easy to work out. The stuff won't go automatically. Morally it should, because you're in partnership together. Therefore, whatever you write together should go into the publishing company. But just to make sure, and to be absolutely businesslike about it, the way it would be done is to treat, so I always say to members of the Serious Writers Guild, you treat your own publishing company as if you were dealing, it's probably gone dark again, has it? As if you were dealing with EMI or Virgin or whoever, Warner Brothers, whoever you're dealing with. That you treat your own publishing company, say it's called the Acme Publishing Company, or as I say, Flying Pig Publishing Company, you treat it exactly the same. So Flying Pig Publishing Company should sign the two partners on a sole publishing contract, Because that's what would happen if you went to Virgin or to Warner Brothers or VMI, whoever. So it makes sense that you do exactly the same with your own company. If you don't want to do that, have everything that you and your partner write go into the publishing company, you can have assignment contracts for each different song. Say you write one on your own, and you don't want your partner involved, therefore you just have a simple assignment contract. And you sign that yourself, and you log it with PRS, which is the sensible thing to do, and it's the real thing that you should be doing. And why all these contracts are very important, and you should be very businesslike, and you should catalogue them all. If it's on computer nowadays, it's very easy to do that, but hard copy is probably still the best way. So you've got treasury tags, and you file all the contracts from everybody, including yourself. The reason for doing that, and the reason for then, in a business-like way, letting PRS know that you've written this song, da 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 da, is that they will not know that you've written the song. So therefore, they will not know that they should be picking up royalties on your behalf and giving them to your publishing company, and then your publishing company giving them to itself 50%, and you as the writer the other 50%. 50% would go to the partner, whatever, you know, the partners involved. So you must be businesslike. It's not just a case of buying my manual, starting your own publishing company, and thinking it all runs on automatic. No, you're a businessman. You're in the music business. Business. That's what it is. It's a business. And by running the business properly, you will make money. In fact, you'll make shed loads of money if you do it right. You would be terrified if you saw the royalty checks that I get. It's quite amazing. I always say it's an inbuilt pension fund. So there we are. I'll put the links for the publishing manual if you want to get involved. And don't forget, you got me on the end of the phone or on the end of email, and I do reply within 10 hours. I always guarantee that, unless I'm on tour, probably then 24 hours. But there we are, Deck Cluskey, out on the downs again. I always turn around and show you the view. The view is absolutely gorgeous today. Gorgeous sunny day. Look at that, isn't that amazing? Amazing is the only word for it. I just love it up here. I can talk to you, and hopefully you'll get involved, and then you can talk to me. Deck Cluskey, Serious Writers Guild, makehits.com, 4 minutes on the net with Deck. See you next week. Bye.